Okay, at any rate, a little while ago I built this thing, which was the Gouf from Gundam Build Fighters, and there was one thing that's kind of annoyed me. That was the fingers there on the extra arm weapon thing. Those are all joined together, and I've been thinking like, wouldn't it be nice if those fingers were separate? So I'm gonna try just that. So this is not planned. It is probably a bad idea. I don't know how it's gonna go, but we're gonna try anyway, and we're gonna do it live. I mean, I usually just use. I've been planning to use YouTube as just somewhere to just store the raw footage rather than using up space on my computer. But I mean, I could have put it unlisted, and we'll see how it goes. So let's just try separating the fingers first, see how that turns out. I mean, the problem with this thing is that it has, I think it is this part. Nope, or is it the other one? Which part was it? No, I think it is this one. This supposedly comes out. So I'm gonna have to like separate these and glue them together. This is a saw, this is a piece of wood to use as an anvil. And the idea is you just saw the in-betweens here. And you separate the fingers. Let's start with one finger. Go slowly somewhat. If you go too fast, sometimes the plastic will fuse together. And also make sure you're going at the correct angle. There we go. There's one finger. Polish this a bit. Let's see how that behaves on a thing here. The problem with these things is that they don't really have a huge lot of range, really. So what I've also been thinking was, okay, have this set of needle file. One of them must work. How about you? So where the cut was, of course, this is completely unplanned. Probably a very bad idea. So it's about the width of that peg there. It's better off I just carve it very slowly. Alright, so get this out. Let's see how that behaves. It's no better, I guess. Pretty much the same. Let's keep going. This may ruin it, or may upgrade it. Maybe this might work. Is he trying to make like a articulation out of this. I mean, it only goes up and down anyway. It's not meant to like go sideways. So what I could actually do is kind of add a hinge to it, like an actual hinge. First, let me try this. Like if I were to drill through like these with a very fine thing and kind of put like a hinge through there, just fix it in place. That might work. Let's do one. And get a feel for it. Let's see now. Let's be widen a bit, I guess. This is more like 2 millimeters, I suppose. So you can kind of use there. Alright. If I were to do there. I think probably need to like this maybe. I mean it holds, but probably not very well. If I were to separate this one, again very carefully with the saw. Don't go too fast. The heat might fuse the plastic. Okay. Use the bottom, I guess, to get a promise the middle one. Now let's see. And then oh, this one's a problem because the hole is too big. And the only reason I think these even oh I see. Alright, so these go here. Nope. And then these actually go in the end. Okay, well, kind of ruined that one a bit, I guess. Yeah, definitely needs a hinge on this thing. The problem is finding the right material for this that is small enough that I can thread through here. Uh, Probably too thick. Yep. Let's see if we got some kind of okay. There we go. So I got this. Which is very thin wire actually from a violin. So I could probably use this as a all the way through, and also kind of joins these together through there. The only problem, we need something thin enough that will go through there. Other than that, I mean, this one's probably too thick. Yeah, it would go through, but it would it might fragile with the plastic too fragile. Let's see if I have, this one's too big. That is the thinnest one I have that I haven't lost. Is this one? Still not thin enough. We're doing this live without any plan, really. And even thinner. Still too thick. Is that the thinnest that I have? I guess so. Probably need to buy a new set of these. Okay, which one is thinnest? Usually shorter ones are thinner. Let's give this a shot. So let's try to get this finger on there. And kind of make a hinge for it. And the other option is to actually kind of put something around the edge. This is probably not going to look great. Overall, a very bad idea. Terrible idea. Now let's try a different approach. And the other way would be to make this thicker somehow. I'll make this narrower. I mean, it kind of stays on, just not terribly well. Trying to stab myself in the finger while doing that. I feel like a power drill would have been helpful, but I don't think I have anything that would work in something this small. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, the other solution would be to kind of melt this. Need a candle or something to go through this. Somehow I have these, but I don't think those are very good. And this doesn't work. Of course not. If I were to put like need some polystyrene somehow. Need some shavings. All right. No, this is experimental. If it doesn't work, I'm the only one to blame, I guess. But if it does work, hey, upgrade. Problem is, this doesn't go very fast. Ah, I need some fire. Hold it now. Okay. Need an actual candle. These are ridiculous. The problem is the only candles to sell, like in the US, are these. There you go. Oh, that cooled down a bit too fast. Let's try the other way. It's red. There. Need to kind of aim it very quickly. Yeah. Not working out great. The other solution I was thinking of is kind of had a little bit of build up on it, so it's like a bit more. Here's the other one. And dropped it, of course. Okay, get something. Dot of cement there. And try to shape it into place to make a little bump. Okay. No idea if this is gonna work. Meanwhile, I'm gonna try some more of this one. And of course you don't work. Cools down way too fast. I think there's an old piece of violin wire that broke off. Do I have a violin? Maybe. Or do I just need the wire because it has interesting properties? This is a ridiculous and useless, and it melted a bit. Wait, were they always that way? Hold up. Oop, it melted a bit. Oh. Oh. I see. It's supposed to be. Let's see if that does anything to it. Okay, if you flatten it a bit, that might be the solution. That sounds very tight now. I see. Okay, so that might work. Like if I were to heat this up a bit, hopefully without extinguishing the flame here, because this is a ridiculous looking tea candle, whatever thing they call it. And the only other candles I found are like scented ones, so which makes me think like there's something wrong with Americans. Let's flatten it a little bit. See if that helps at all. Oh yeah, a little bit. Basically shaping them into hinges there. Which means I'll need this small. Can go a little bigger. And I can do just widen this area a little bit inside. Right. And this thing's dead already. Quite useless. I was hoping to like flatten these a bit by melting them. But these are useless candles. It's like there's nothing. I need to find actual proper candles. Yeah, those are probably a bad idea, but it's an experiment. So, okay, this is kind of, yep, this kind of like, yeah, it pops in a little bit. And then we can do this. And then this one. Same deal. This one has been flattened a little bit, which means we can do the same thing on the inside. Just kind of carve out the inside of it, make it a bit larger. Just a smidge. Try not to let it slip and stab yourself in the finger. Talking to myself probably now. Nobody else is going to try something like this. Alright, so we got this. then we kind of need to do the same deal here to basically allow the finger to let's see if that does anything. Alright, so then finger goes in here. It popped. Need to be able to move a little bit. What if I make it move on the other side? Maybe I'm getting this wrong. What if this one actually goes on this side? This one goes here. There you go. That's a bit better. Oh, yeah. That actually popped in, and it's actually now a hinge. So we got one finger done, somehow. Well, more or less. At least like one articulation of the finger done. So then, if I do this for every single one, which might take a few hours, and I need an actual candle, it's ridiculous. Like everything's either like a Yankee candle, which is stupid jars of scented crap, and the, I guess, actual proper candle-looking candles they sell are either dinner candles, which are expensive for no reason, and I guess candles for playing with. You get my drift. I think there might be emergency candles somewhere, but those are also very expensive. Any cheap candles, like in a third world country, you could get candles, actual candles. So trick here to get rid of the white line. Doesn't work. Probably need some blue rather than gray. Might work. There we go. Hides the white. So yeah, if I basically flatten those a little bit, kind of shape them, heat this up, flatten it into the shape of a hinge, so basically like a oval, like lengthwise this way, and then kind of carve out the inside there so it's a bit wider on the inside. Same thing with these. I should be able to make hinges just like these all the way around for all the fingers and separate every finger here, and then we have an upgraded hand for our Gouf. Yeah, that's a proof of concept, I guess. For one finger here, or one joint on the finger. So it is doable. Yep. That was the whole point of this video. I might do another. Yeah, this live stream doesn't really have a purpose. I mean, it doesn't really fit into the other live streams that I do. This is just like I'm playing around, trying to mod my kits. So why not just share it with the world? Yeah, yeah, it'll work, I think. Just need to shape those properly. And I probably need something to be able to carve the inside a bit more easily. Is this even working? Should be. Careful you don't carve like that. too much. So rotate it out, clean the tip to make sure you're actually removing material. Just rotate it around. Let's take another shot at here. Yep, it popped in. It makes it all, yeah, patchy. Hear that? Hear that sound? Means it's kind of clipping in. So we just need to like make it a bit wider, so it's like, and this a bit, I guess, wider too, so it's like clipping in properly. And kind of carve this into a little recess just like this, so we can do stuff like this with it. It's a nice finger drawing. I'm trying to replicate that on all of them. That's like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 per finger. 11 more joints left to go. I'm just modifying the fingers on the Mr. Rahl's Gouf here, rather than having them all just like boringly doing this. That's all they do. It's gonna do a little more. Like this. Yes, actually. No, this way. Never mind. So now you got one finger doing extra stuff. Just needs a bit of adjustments. It's no different from any kind of modifications you make. So now I have one finger being a bit more, what is like one segment now that more free. I wonder though, am I doing it the right? Might be better this way. Well, I'll figure it out. But yeah, so basically proof of concept. It does work. But it takes a bit of effort, a bit of work. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna do for today. Just gonna put this back on the to-do list. Eventually I'll get back to it. Need to just shape these a bit. And then I'm gonna have articulated fingers. Kind of like what I did on the, what was it called? That Iron Blood Orphan kit. The giant hands. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. This was just like a experiment. Alright. I can still put this back on. Nobody will know. How would they know? Still looks fine. Is it supposed to be this way or that way? I have no idea. I look like a blind man feeling around. Oh well. Anyway, that was it. Not very interesting, but it was an experiment.